Welcome to the 5th tutorial for FNAF Engine. I'm Bryce, the creator of FNAF Engine. In this video, we'll cover one of the FNAF Engine's most essential features, animatronics. Animatronics are crucial when creating a Five Nights at Freddy's game. Without them, there's no tension nor suspense, which are the core elements of the experience. So let's dive into this tutorial. First, open a project. Once it loads, navigate to the animatronics page. As you see, the animatronics page is currently empty, aside from the text that says animatronics and a large plus button. Pressing this button adds a new animatronic. Let me quickly create our cast of characters. We'll start by naming our first animatronic, Freddy. To do this, you right-click on a button and select Rename. Now I'll add Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Before we move on, I want to highlight the Disable option for animatronics. If an animatronic is disabled, it won't appear at all during gameplay, so keep that in mind when testing your game. Now, let's edit our Freddy animatronic by clicking on the Freddy button. Welcome to the animatronic editor. It's divided into 3 sections: the AI editor, the animatronic properties, and pathways. I'll explain each one. The AI editor section is where you define how your AI behaves on each night. Here's a brief overview of the properties. AI level is a number between 0 and 20 that determines how aggressive the AI should be. 0 means off, and 20 would be the most aggressive. Increase overnight. If enabled, the AI level increases by 1 every 2 hours. Begin time and end time are self-explanatory. Begin after call makes it so the animatronic's AI starts after the night call is muted or once the night call ends. To switch between nights in the AI editor, just simply click on the arrow buttons. The animatronic properties section contains over 10 properties. While I won't go through all of them, you can just hover over each property name to get a tooltip that explains its function. However, I'll explain a few properties that I think deserve special attention. Ignore flashlight. If disabled, this treats the animatronic like Withered Foxy for FNAF 2. If the flashlight is on the camera long enough, it will reset it to the beginning of the path. Accept camera stalling. This pauses the animatronic's AI while you're viewing it through the cameras. The AI resumes when you look away, either by switching cameras or closing the monitor. Jump scare consequence is a property that has 3 options: kill player, call script, and none. These options determine what happens when the animatronic attempts to kill you, such as entering your office or catching you without your mask on. If set to kill player, the animatronic plays its jump scare animation and sends you to the game over screen. If set to call script, it triggers a script, which you choose from this drop-down menu. Note that this option won't kill the player unless the script includes the kill player by animatronic action. If set to none, the animatronic will jump scare you but won't kill you, and its path will reset. If you're unfamiliar with script calling, don't worry, it will be explained in a future tutorial. Now, let's dive into one of FNAF Engine's new concepts, pathways. Pathways are a group of paths. If you have multiple pathways, the AI would randomly choose one whenever it needs to go through a pathway. To create a pathway, press the plus button on the bottom and name your path. Then click on the button named after the pathway you'd like to edit. Welcome to the pathway editor. This is where we add all the paths the AI will follow. The AI always starts from the top pathway and works its way down. To add a path, press one of the buttons on the right side. Each button represents a different type of path you can add. To edit a path's property, simply right-click on it and select Properties. If duration is set to a number below 0, the animatronic will use movement opportunities to move around. If duration is set to any number above 0, then the animatronic would stay in that path depending on, the duration you set it as. As I was saying, let me explain each type. The camera path makes the animatronic enter a camera viewable from any of your monitors. The door path checks if a specified door is open. If it is, the animatronic proceeds. If not, the pathway ends. The office path makes the animatronic enter one of your office's perspectives. The light path makes the animatronic appear in a light state. For example, if Chica appears on the right light, you'd set a light path that enters a light named right light. It's not here right now because I forgot to actually set up the light states in Office, but it would have been here. Yeah. Anyways, the flashlight path makes the animatronic appear in front of your flashlight, allowing you to see it in your office's hallway, similar to FNAF 2. Music box path makes the animatronic enter a camera that requires the player to wind up a music box, similar to the puppet in FNAF 2. We'll explore music boxes more in the next tutorial. The states path keeps your animatronic in the same camera, office perspective, or light state, but allows it to change its states within that location. Now, the chance path gives a 1 in something chance of the animatronic going through the subpaths, depending on the chance value property. For example, if the chance value is 5, then there is a 1 in 5 chance the subpaths will be followed. If not, the AI continues from the path after the chance path, which would be the condition path. The condition path is the other path type with subpaths. It compares two values to see if a condition is met. Oh wait, I think you could also double click the path to insert the properties. I forgot to mention that. If true, the subpaths are followed. If false, the AI continues from the path after the condition path. For example, you could check if, let's say, if the night game variable is equal to, let's say, 3. If so, then it will go through the subpaths. After subpaths, I forgot to bring this up. After the subpaths, the AI returns to the path after its parent path, which will be a condition path type or chance path type. I think you know what I mean. Now, the kill paths type. This path makes the animatronic attempt to kill the player, either by killing them, calling a script, or doing nothing, depending on the jump scare consequence property. Hide is the path that hides the animatronic, making it invisible in both the camera's office and anywhere. Basically, the animatronic could be anywhere in your restaurant. End pathway ends the pathway, allowing the AI to choose a new path to follow. And finally, restart pathway restarts the current path to the beginning. I want to mention that if the animatronic has no paths after the current path, the pathway will end once the current path is completed. Now, let me quickly build my Freddy animatronic. And now I'm done. And that's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.